Well, isn't it since we've been looking for a manager, so it's been dragging on a little bit, especially with pre-season just around the corner. So yeah, it's good for everyone you know, to know who's in charge. Yeah, and I mean we still got a decent squad now with a decent manager, so hopefully it will work out. Yeah, obviously experience. He's been in the Premier League. He's been fighting relegation, which in true I think it's gonna be our realistic sort of challenge in the next season. We're not going to be pushing for a top 10, very unlikely in my opinion. So he's got the experience of getting the team through that first season in the Premier League, and I think that will do as well. Yeah, I mean, there's quite a few managers that were available, weren't there? So I know there's always been a process at Leicester who's going to get the job. And if you look at the sort of history of appointments, I think Leicester have done pretty well. So I'm confident that's going to be the case for us. I mean, it's the world of football, isn't it? I mean, can I be critical and say if I was in his position, I wouldn't have done the same? I wouldn't feel comfortable saying that. I think Chelsea is a massive club. They gave him a long contract to sort of have a big project. From our point of view, of course, we've trusted him when we first signed him. Was very unproven in men's football, so we kind of gave him a chance. But that's just the way it is. In football, that if you do well, other clubs look at you, how you do it. They want to nick your players. They want to nick your recruitment staff. They want to nick your manager. So we've been in a position where we've done it to other clubs. So it's kind of just, it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, in terms of morale, I think it just will be what it will be. But yeah, we certainly need to get that sorted sooner rather than later because, it's been dragging on a bit. And it's important from our point to know where we're going to stand when the season starts. Are we going to be level points? Are we going to be deducted points or whatever the outcome is? I think it's important for both recruitment and your strategy for the season to find that out as soon as possible. Yeah, I think I think that could be a fair statement. But again, we at the moment it's only him and another striker that we have, so we are looking for other strikers as well. So depending who we get in, that will have a big impact. However, if we do need to go with 10, 15, 20 minutes to go, I wouldn't have wished for a better player to come on because he's an impact player, that's for sure. Yeah, I mean, I watch them all the time. Of course, you keep an eye for the clubs that you play for, whether it's Leicester, whether it's Stoke, Middlesbrough. You always got the fun place in your heart. Yeah, I think for Leicester, for Stoke, it's been a long, long time now where they're stuck in the Championship and sort of had a steady decline rather than an incline, really. So I know with John Walters now as director of football, I know he's keen on getting a good strategy going. Getting the right people in the right positions, and pushing forward. Because at the moment, what was happening at Stowe was, managers would get the sack, and another manager would just come in and bring his players in, and he would get the sack. And it kind of just needs to be, this is how Stoke play, and that's it, kind of thing. So I think over the next season or two or three, we probably see a bit more of the Stoke that we know from the past. Yeah, certainly the feedback is positive from the club. I think the supporters always want you to do better. But I thought he had a strong finish to the end of the season last year, and he'd be looking to build on that. I think he knows how difficult the league is, and he knows how important the start is of the season. To get everyone behind you and so on. So yeah, positive. I think he's going to benefit from a clearer perspective from Stoke's point of view. And hopefully they can climb up the table.